Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. My name is Mr. Braindeck from Braindeck Academia. So today we're going to be solving the Igcse question 2022, paper 2 extended October, November. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to do that. And also please remember to engage with on our content by hitting the like button so that you can help the algorithm to share our content, and also dropping your question at the comment section so that and we promise to attend to them as we see them. All right, thank you. So now, the first question we can see here is we should write down the common multiples of 18 and 24. The common multiples of 18 and 24. So to simply do this, you write out the multiples of 18. The multiples of 18 are 18. Then we have 36. Then we have 54. Then after here we have 72. Let us do one more. Plus 18. 72 plus 18, then we have 90. Therefore 24, we have 24, we have 48, then we have 72. So we don't even need, let me just do one more. Plus 24, then we have 96. So we don't need to stress ourselves. We can see that the common multiples between 18 and 24 is 72 and this 72. So our answer for this here is just what? 72. So number 2, a train journey starts at 23 hours 40 minutes and finish at 6:50. Work out the time taken for this journey. Alright, since this is the starting time, and this is the ending time, what I'll do is that I'll change this time to 24 hours. This is same thing as 18 hours 50 minutes. Then I'll change these hours. This is in 24 hours. I'll change it back to 12 hours. Because it's the starting time, so this will be 11 hours 40 minutes. Then I'll find a difference. So 50 minus 40 is 10 minutes. Then 18 minus 11 is what? 7. And that's our answer. 7 hours 10 minutes. And that's our answer for that one. So for number 3, they said the right 3 centimeters as a fraction of 2 meters. Give your answer in the simplest form. Write 3 centimeters as a fraction of 2 meters. So we know that 3 centimeters and 2 meters are not the same thing, because this is centimeter, this is meter. So the first thing we need to do is to change meter to what? Centimeter. So 2 meter to centimeter is 200 centimeter. So they say give your answer in the simplest form. Write 3 centimeters as a fraction of 2. That will be 32 over 200. So 2 here 16, 2 here 100, 2 here 8, 2 here 50, 2 here 4, 2 here 25. And our answer is 4 over what? 25. That's our answer. So please, if you have any question, don't forget to drop your question at the comment section. Alright, thank you. The next one said divide 200 in a ratio of this 7:3. So we should divide it. The total ratio here is what? 10. So let's do the first one to be the first ratio 7 over the total ratio times 200. 10 here 20. 10 here 20. 20 times 7 is what? That's 140. So since the first one is 140, 200 minus 140 will give us what? 60. So the first one is 140, and the second one is what? 60. And that's our answer. This is our simple question. Number 5. Now they said the diagram shows 2 straight lines intersecting 2 parallel lines. Find the values of x. Alright, so these are 2 parallel lines, right? These lines are 2 parallel lines. This line and this line are 2 parallel lines. So to just solve this, x, we know that this guy here is adjacent to this guy here, isn't it? So, and I know that this guy here can be corresponding to this guy here, right? So that means that this place can be what? 55 degrees or so, corresponding angle. So this is a straight line, angle on a straight line. So I can just do x plus 71 plus 55 equal to 180, angle on a straight line. So 71 plus 55 will give me what? 71 plus 55 will give me 126. So x equals to 180 minus 126. My x will now be equal to what? 54 degrees. And that's my answer. 54 degrees. That is mine. Okay, moving on. Number 6 question. Now they say the price of a computer. Number 6 question. The price of a computer is $520. Right, this price is reduced by 15% in a sale. write out the sale price. So it is reduced by 15% in the sale, so we should write out the sale price. So 15%, we know that total, this is total, this represents the total of 100%. Since it's reduced by 15%, that will just be 100 minus what, 15. That give us what, 85%. So we'll find 85% of 520. So that will be 85 over 100 times what, 520. That is 0.85 times 520, and that will give us what, 520 times 0.85, and that will give us $442, and that's our answer. Please, if you have any question, don't forget to drop your question at the comment section. God bless. Alright, so number 7, the Venn diagram shows the element of sets of the what, universal element, the P and the Q. They say we should complete the what statement. So P is what are the elements in P? This is what this is saying. The element of P is everything here in this P. This is P. So that will be A, B, C, and D. Let me write and A, B, C, D. Alright. So then we'll ask what are the numbers of P union Q. So P union Q is a combination of P and Q. So that is what are the numbers? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 elements there for P union Q. That's 6. That's the answer for that. Then I say, okay, so now that's that for that. We're done with number 7. If you have any question, please ask. The element of P are just the element found inside P. The element of Q are just the element found inside Q. Now the reason why D is between P and Q is because that is the intersection. That is what they have in common. You understand? P and Q has D in common. So the total element in P union Q is counting all the elements inside there, and that will be the answer. So if you have any question, drop your question at the comment section, and I will attend to them. Yeah. Thank you. At 8 now, they say we should write down the next term in this sequence. We should write down the next term. We have 3, then we have 9. The difference here is 6. Let's look at it. We should be able to even do this with that formula. The difference here is 6. No. It's more of a ratio. It's a GP. It's not a difference. It's not a common difference because it's a GP. 9 divided by 3 is what? 3. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 81 divided by 27 is what? 3. So it's a GP. It has a common ratio. So since it has a common ratio, so what divided by 81, that will be 3. For you to just do that, you just say 81 times 3, and that will give you an answer. 81 times 3, that's 243. That's your answer. 243 is your answer. This is quite simple. The first thing you need to do is to discover that is it a AP or a GP. AP has common difference, GP has common ratios. So common difference is just subtracting the second term or the third term from the second term, or the second term from the first term. Once you can see this common difference, AP. If it's common ratio, it is dividing the second term from the first term or the third term from the second term. Then if it's common ratio, then you can just multiply the last term by the common ratio to give you the next term. And that's that. It's something like that. Now we are asked to find the end term of the sequence. So our first term is 13. It has a common difference of 4, as you can see. Common difference of 4. So yeah, what else we need? That's it. And we know that Tn equals to bracket Tn equals to a plus bracket n minus 1 bracket d. So we are asked to look for the nth term. So that will be Tn equal to a is what? 13 plus n minus 1 bracket 4. So Tn equal to 13 plus 4n minus 4. We are using this 4 to open this bracket. So that will be Tn equals to 13 minus 4 is what? 9. 9 plus 4n. And this is our what? Enter 9 plus 4n, or 4n plus 9. Whichever way is correct. Whichever way is correct. Yeah, that's that. If you have any question, don't forget to drop your question at the comment section. God bless. Okay, let's move on. Number 9 says, without using any calculator, work out this. You must show all your workings and give your answer in mixed number. This is quite simple. We have 1 over 3 plus 5 over 6 is baby work. Since they have different denominator, the first thing I need to do is to make this fraction have similar denominator by multiplying the fraction with 2 numbers that can make them equal. So to make this and this equal, since this is 6, I can make this 3 6. I'll multiply this fraction with 2. So that'll be 1 times 2 over 3 times 2 plus 5 over 6. So this is 2 over 6 plus 5 over 6. Since they are not similar denominator, I can just add their numerator. That will be 7 over 6. My answer is 1 over 1 over 6. And that's my answer. Alright, the number 10. This is an exponent value. So we use the exponent rule. So we can rewrite this as 18x raised to the power 18 over 9x raised to the power 9. So this 18 can be divided by 9. 9 here 1, 9 here 2. So using your exponent rule, division means minus. So this can be written as 2 times x raised to the power 15 minus what, 9. So be 2 times x raised to the power 15 minus 9 will give me 6. So my answer is 2x raised to the power 6. That's my answer for that. All right. If you have any question, don't forget to drop your question at the comment section and I'll attend to them. God bless. Let's continue. Okay, moving on. This is a simultaneous equation. We are meant to find the value of x. Since they didn't give us what method to use, I'll prefer to use elimination method. So we have x minus 3y equal to 7, 2x minus 3y equal to what, 11. We have two terms that are similar, so I can just add because I need to eliminate one. If I I can't add, rather I will subtract, because if I add, the 3y will not eliminate themselves. So it's better I subtract, because the minus will affect this minus here and change it to plus, so to be minus 3y plus 3y, that is 0. The process of elimination is to eliminate one of the term, leaving just one. So x minus 2x will give me what? Minus x. Minus 3y, minus times minus is what? Plus. Plus 3y is 0, so equals to 7 minus 11 will give me minus what? 4. So to remove this minus here, I'll just say x equals to minus times minus is what? This place is 4. So use minus to multiply both sides. So x is 4. So if x is 4, substitute the values of x into equation 1. Substitute the value of x into equation 1. So that will now be 4 minus 3y equal to 7. That will be minus 3y equal to 7 minus 4. That will be minus 3y equal to 3. Divide both sides by minus 3. And y equal to what? Minus 1. If you want to be sure that your answer is correct, you can quickly check. Just pick one of the equation and substitute the values of x and y. If x is what? 4 and y is what? Minus 3, that will be 3 bracket minus 1. Let's see if we have 7. So that will be 4 minus 3 minus 1 is what? Plus 3. 4 plus 3 will give me what? 7. So that means my answer is correct. If you have any question, don't forget to ask at the comment section and I'll attend to them. Let's move on. Alright, so the next one now. Okay, so let's say a triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC with PR over AC as this. So PR is 2, AC is 3. Okay, let's say AB equals to 9 centimeter and the area of the triangle ABC is what? This. AB equals to 9 centimeter. Okay, find the length of PQ. We should find the length of PQ. So since we have PR over AC, we just say if PR over AC equals to 2 over 3, we can say PR over AC to be equal to, since we are looking for PQ is this side, so this is the reduced part of this side, so we can say PR is the small side, so we can say PQ also over what? AB. Yeah, so PR is 2 over 3, PQ is X, right? Then AB is what? 9. Cross multiply, that will be X equal to 18 divided by 3, and my answer is what? 6. That is 6. That's simple. We're looking for the area of triangle PQR. So what we just simply do is that we use the area of the smaller triangle over area of the what? Bigger triangle equal to the length square of the what? Smaller triangle over the length square, which is the PR given, over the length square of the bigger triangle, which is the what? AC given. So this will now be area of the smaller triangle, let's call it X. Area of the bigger triangle is 18. Length square of the smaller triangle is PR, which is 2 square and 3 square. So that is X over 18 equal to 4 over what? 9. Cross multiply, X will be equal to 18 times 4 divided by 9. 9 here 1, 9 here 2. 2 times 4, our answer is what? 8 centimeter squared. That's our answer. Yeah, that's that for that. Let's move on. We're in number 13. So solving number 13, we are asked to find the acceleration of a car during this journey. To find the acceleration of a car, you just say acceleration, knowing that acceleration is what? Velocity over what? Time. So our velocity here is what? 14. So that will be 14 over the time, the first time of this acceleration, because acceleration is here. The first time is what? 5 seconds. So 14 divided by 5 will give me 2.8 meters per second square. That's our answer. Then they asked us to find the distance traveled during the 15 seconds. So the total distance in here. So if you look at this, you have two shapes. You have a right angle triangle and a what? And a rectangle. So the total distance, you just use the formula, the area of the triangle, which is half base times height, plus the area of the rectangle, which is what? Length times what? Width. So that will now be 1 over 2, the base in this case is 5, height is 14, because you can see it is 14. Then the plus the length in this case is from here to here, so the difference from 5 to 15 is what? 10. So that will be 10 times our width is what? 14, also 14. So that is what? 2 here 1, 2 here 7, that is 35 plus 140, and that'll give us 175 meters, and that is our answer. If you have any question, please drop your question at the comment section and I will attend to them. God bless you. Let's move on. Okay, now number 14. We're in number 14. Number 14. Now to solve number 14, they say we should describe fully the single transformation that maps out triangle A into triangle B. If you look at triangle A and triangle B, they are the same length. This is 2 units, this is 2 units, so 1 1, so they are the same size, so there's no enlargement and there's no reduction. So what looks happen is like a rotation, because it was here, then it stand erect, so it's a rotation. It rotates what? 90 degree. It moves like this, so it's clockwise, 90 degree clockwise, with a center of rotation. Now, how do we find the center of rotation? Now, I don't have a ruler, just hope I'll try to explain it, because if it was on a piece of paper, I can easily just use my ruler and show you, but I'll try to explain it so that you can understand what to do when you have your own piece of paper. The first thing you need to do is to join. You can see that this point here is similar to this point here, this point here is similar to this point here, and this point here is similar to this point here. So you join each of those points together. I'm going to join here to here, then I will bisect it, draw a straight line using my ruler to bisect it, to get bisect it to be equal. Then I'll join this point to this point. Let me take that, do that again. Let's make it a bit straight. I'll join this point to this point, then I'll bisect this line. I'll measure it with my ruler, then mark maybe where, let's say that this is where the center is, then I'll bisect it. I'll bisect it. Then I'll now connect the last one, which is here to here. Then I also measure it. Let's say this is where the half is. Then with my ruler, I'll bisect it also. So the point where the 3 bisect line meets is your what? Is your center of rotation. So the x is what? 3. If you trace it down, the y falls at 4 point something, but in the book it should actually fall at 5. If I use the ruler, it might likely fall at 5. So let's just say our center is 3, which is no, that's not, it's not 3. The x is actually, let's just assume that this is 5. Let's assume that it falls at 5. The x is 5. And the y is what? The y is 3. But if you use your ruler, you'll find out that it falls at x at 5, y 3. If you use your ruler, because that should be what the answer is. If you use your ruler, you get that. So that's that. Alright, so that's that. So they say the perimeter of a sector of a circle with radius 8 centimeter is 26 centimeter. Calculate the angle of the sector. Okay, so we know that the sector looks something like this. It has a radius, and an arc. So the perimeter of this sector will be the radius plus the length of the arc. So the perimeter here is 26, the radius is 8 plus 8, right? Then plus the length of the arc, which I don't know. So that will be 26 plus 16 plus length of an arc. Rather, it should be 26 equal to, what am I saying? 26 equal to 16 plus the length of an arc. So that will now be 26 minus 16 equals to the length of an arc. So our length of our arc is what? 10 centimeter. So we are asked to now calculate the angle of the sector. So we can use the length of an arc formula, which is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So the length of our arc is 10. Theta is what we're looking for, over 360 times 2 times 3.142 times radius is 8. So let's just solve this. So this will now be 10 equal to theta times 2 times 3.142 times 8 will give us 50.272. So if we cross multiply, theta will be what? 3600 divided by 50.272. So our answer is 3600 divided by 50.272. Our answer is 71.6, approximately 72 degrees, but let's leave it at 71.6. That's our answer. If you have any question, don't forget to drop your question in the comment section and I'll attend to it. Let's move on. Alright, number 16 now. Okay, so we're number 16 now. So we're asked to find the u, v, w, and x. So the first thing I will do is I can find the angle here using angle on a straight line. So 56 minus 180 minus 56 will give me 124. So I can get that. And if you look at this angle u and this angle 20 are angle in the same segment, right? Since they're touching the circumference. So my u is 20 degree. That's the first one I can get. So I've gotten my u. So I can get my x now, angled in a triangle. I can say x plus 20 plus 124 equal to what? 180. X equal to 180 minus 140 what? 144. So my x equal to what? X equal to 36. Yeah, 36 degree. X equals 36 degrees. So I've gotten my x. My x is 36 degree. So now I can get my v because this is a cyclic quadrilateral. These are two opposing sides and this is a quadrilateral. So I can say 72 plus 20 is what? That is 92. Then plus v plus x theta degree plus v degree equal to what? 180, because opposing side in a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to 180. The sum of the two opposing angles in a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to 180. So that will be 92 plus x is 36 plus v degree equals to 180. V degree equals to 180 minus 92 plus 36 will give me 128. So v degree equal to minus 180 will give me 52 degree. So this one is 52 degree. Okay, so for the w, this is a cyclic quadrilateral also, and w and 72 are oppositing. So I can say w plus 72 equal to 180. So w equal to 180 minus 72. Our w is now equal to 108 degree. And that's our answer. So our u is 20. Our v is 52. Our x is 36 degree. And our w is 108 degree. And that's our answer. If you have any question, please don't forget to drop your question at the comment section. God bless. Moving on. Alright, now for number 17. What we need to do is notice that the power here is going to affect the number this time and this separately. So to be 3125 raised to the power 1 over 5 times x raised to the power 3125 times 1 over 5, because the power multiply the power. So this is the same thing as saying 5 roots of 3125 dot x raised to the power 3125 divided by 5. 5 roots of 3125 is 5 dot x raised to the power 3125 divided by 5 will give me 625. So my answer is 5 on 5 x raised to the power 625. That's my answer. Okay, so now we're number 18. Number 18, let's say we should calculate the length ABC rather here. Alright, so we can use sine rule for this. We can call this small a, this is small c, and this is small b. So since I'm looking for small a, I can use a over sine capital A equal to c over sine capital C. But I don't have this c. I can find this c. We know that the total angle in a triangle is 180, so I can do 180 minus bracket 115 plus 35. That's 180 minus, this will give me 150. So that's 30 degree. So this was 30 degree. So this will now be small a is what? Small a is a, because that's what we're looking for. Then sine 115 equal to small c 7 over sine 30. So sine 115 is what now? Sine 115 will give me, sine 115 will give me is 0.9063. Now let me write that somewhere else. So that will be a over 0.9063 equal to 7 over 0.5 cross multiply a, would that be equal to 0.9063 times 7 divided by 0.5. My 9063 times 7 divided by 0.5. So our a is what? 12.7, and that's our answer. All right, moving on to the next one. They say that we should expand and simplify. We should expand and simplify. This is the same thing as saying 2x plus 3 bracket. Let me expand this guy first. So this is x minus 2 bracket x minus 2. That will be 2x plus 3 bracket x square minus 2x minus 2x plus 4. That will be 2x plus 3 bracket x square minus 4x plus 4. So let's expand this one. 2x times this will give me 2x times everything here will give me 2x cubed minus 8x square plus 8x minus 3x square, or rather plus 3x square minus 12x plus 12. So if we simplify this now, this and this are common, this and these are like terms, this and these are like terms. So it will be 2x cubed minus 3x square plus this will give me minus 5x square. This and this will give me minus 4x then plus 12, and that's my answer. That is my answer. All right, the next one, factorize completely. We should factorize completely. This is a 4 pair, so we pair this. So the common factor here is 1 bracket 1 plus x. The common factor here is y minus y bracket 1 plus x. So that will be 1 minus y bracket 1 plus x. That's the answer. Simple as that. For this one, we have 2x. We can factorize 2x out, so we're left with what? X square minus 9y square. So that will be 2x. This is difference of 2 square bracket x minus 3y bracket x plus 3y, and that's our answer. Alright, moving on. Number 21 now. So we are asked to graph the graph of a cubic function. Generally, you first know that a cubic function graph looks something like this, right? It can be something like this. All right. So we know that our cubic function looks like this, something like this, is a curve like this. So let's say we should graph the graph of a cubic function has 2 turning points, right? It can be here or here or here or here. So depending. When x is greater than 0 and when x is greater than 4, the gradient of the graph is positive. For your gradient of your graph to be positive, it means that the change in y and change in x can either be positive, positive, or negative, negative. So the part where that is possible is either it is negative, negative, or positive, positive. So since x is greater than what? 0, right? And the second one is x is less than 0 and x is greater than 4. Anything less than 0 should be somewhere around this side. So that means our turn should be somewhere here. Our turn should be somewhere here. But let's look, because I don't even know if it's passing through the origin. They say that when 0 is less than x and x is less than 4, the gradient of the graph is negative. The graph passes through the origin. So since the graph passes through the origin, the turning for the first one, when x is less than 0, it will be here. Because all the values of x, where x is, for all the values of x to be negative and the values of y to be negative also, all the values of, for that to be positive, for it to be positive, all the values of x must be negative and the values of y must also be negative. So it is here. So for this guy, the second statement, x is greater than 4. So it should be, so if this is 4, since it's greater than 4, it should be away from 4 a bit. So the second turning should be somewhere here, going up like this, for it to be positive, right? So this is our turning. This is the first turning, right? We are sketching it. So when x is less than 0, for every values of x negative, every values of y negative. And when x is greater than 4, let's say this is 4, so the value of anything greater than 4, it is here. For every values of y positive, every values of x positive. So the second one now, for the second turning, remember they said that there are 2 turning. The second turning now, they say when 0 is less than x, so the values of x and x is less than 4, the values of x is 1, 2, 3. So that means that my x should turn around. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So That means that where the second turning will be, the down part should be somewhere here, around that 3. Since this is less than 4, so I'll just draw it like this and connect it to this. I didn't do that very well. Let me redraw this part. Let me redraw that part. So let me just draw it like this. Then I'll connect it here like this. Let me just start from here. Then I'll connect it like this. And that's our curve. Yeah, that's our curve. That is our curve. So this is the second turning and this is the first turning based on that statement. That's our curve. All right. For this second one, they say that on the diagram, sketch a graph of y equals to cos x for 0 is less than or equals to x and x is less than or equals to 90. So I can divide this as 0, 90, 180, 270. So when x is 0, my y equals to cos 0. My y equals to what? Cos 0 is what? So let's find what cos 0 is. Cos is 0. Cos 0 is... Okay, I use the same. I'm sorry. Cos 0 is 1. So x as 0, so as dot here. Then cos 90 at x at 90, cos 90, cos. So at 90, as x as 90, y is 0. So dot here. Then cos 180, cos 180, cos 180, cos 180. I'm coming. Calculator. Cos 180, cos. So that's -1. So 180 -1 is here. Then cos 270, x as 270. So that'll be what? 270. So that'll be 270. The cos of it is 0. So it will be here. Then cos 360. Y is what? Cos 360. The cos is 1. The y is 1 rather. So we trace it. Yeah. So if you look at this curve, it's something like this. Here. Then it comes down here. Then it goes up here. And it goes like this. And that's our answer for that one. Okay, so that's that for that. Now for this one, they say solve the equation cos x equals to -1/2 for 0 degrees less than or equals to x and x negative. Okay, so to solve this, we know that the value of our cos x is a negative. So to find the angle, the two possible angles, ignore this negative for the meantime and just find cos x as 1/2. So x equals to cos inverse of what? 0.5. 1/2 is 0.5. So x, the cos inverse of 0.5 is what? Is 60 degree. 60 degree. So now using our quadrant, we know we have 4 quadrants. We have all student takes Coca-Cola, meaning that your trigonometric ratio, all of them are positive here. It's only sine that is positive in this part, it's only tan that is positive in this part, and it's only cos that is positive in this part, right? So that means cos is negative at 2 quadrants. It is negative at the quadrant 2 here, and it's negative here, right? So quadrant 2, x will be what? 180 minus what? Theta. That's for quadrant 2. That will be 180 minus 60. That is 120 degree. Then quadrant 3, x will be what? 180 plus what? Theta. That will be 180 plus 60, and x will be what? 240 degree. If you click your calculator, cos 120 and cos 240, you have negative 0.5. That's how you can be sure that your answer is correct. And that's that for that. Moving on. Okay, so number 23, they say y is inversely proportional to the root of x and x is directly proportional to w squared. When w is this, y is this, find y in terms of w. So if y is inversely proportional to the root of x and x is directly proportional to w squared, now we're finding y in terms of w. Y can be equal to what? K over what? Root x, right? And we know that x is directly proportional to w squared. So that means that x is what? W squared. So y can be equals to what? K over what? Root w square, right? So let's find k. So y is what? Y is what? Y is 12, w is 12. So y is 12 equal to k bracket w is 12, so that is root 12 square, which is 144. So that would now be k equal to 12 times root 12, because if I cross multiply, root 144 is 12, and this will give me what's 144. So we're asked to find y in terms of w. So our y will now be, what is our k? 144 over square root of w square is what? W. So that's w. And that is our answer, 144 over w. You get me? So the square root of w square is what? W. So it is 144 over w. So our y equals to 144 over w. Since we are finding y in terms of w, that is our answer. If you have any question, please don't forget to drop a question in the comment section. I'll attend to them. Thank you. Let's move on. We are asked Violent and Wilfred recorded their time to run 200 meters. Correct to the nearest second. Violent took 36 seconds and Wilfred took 39 seconds. What are the upper bound differences between them? So the upper bound difference will be the upper bound of the time minus the lower bound of the time. So that will now be the upper bound is the what? Difference between this and this. So that the upper bound is 39 to the nearest second plus 0.5, which is the whole number. Then minus the lower bound will be what? The one with the lower seconds, 36, minus what? 0.5. Remember, upper bound difference will be upper minus lower. So it is just this minus this. So the upper is 39 plus 0.5 because we are converted to the nearest second. Then minus the lower, which is 36. Then we'll remove 0.5 from it. So this will be 39.5 minus what? This will be 35 point what? 35.5. And if we subtract this, our answer is 4. That's the answer. That's about 4 seconds. Alright, so that's that about that. Alright, so that's that about that. Let's move on. Okay, so the next one, a bag contains 5 red balls, 4 blue balls, and 3 green balls. Megan picks a ball at random. Write down the probability that the ball is a red or blue ball. Since it's at random, the probability that is a red or blue ball will be red. The probability that is a red is 5 over the total numbers of ball here, which is 12. Then the probability that is a what? Is a blue ball is or is in mathematics is plus. That is a blue ball is 4. Blue ball is 4 over what? 12. So this simple as 9 over 12, and our answer is 3 over 4. That's our answer. 3 over 4. That's the answer. You can replace the ball. She picks a ball at random. Note the color and replace the ball. She repeats this 60 times. Calculate the numbers of times the ball is expected to be red or blue. So the probability of picking a red or a blue is what? We have already calculated that that's 3 over 4. So that will be 3 over 4 times the numbers of times she picked, which is what? Times 60. And that will give me what? 3 over 4 times 60. And that is 4 here 1, 4 here 15. 3 times 15 is what? 45. So answer is 45 times. So the same. So for number B, they say Max picks 2 balls of the 12 balls at random without replacements. Calculate the probability that the balls are of different colors. So the probability that the balls are of different colors, it's 2 times of either red and blue, or 2 times of either blue and green, or 2 times of either red and green. The reason why it's 2 times is because they have no order. It can be red or blue and red. So it's twice because it will still give me the same probability. So it will now be 2 bracket red is 5 over 12 times blue is 4. Now the total will reduce because there's no replacement, 11. Then plus 2 bracket blue is what? 4 over 12 times green is 3 over 11. Then plus 2 bracket 5 over 12 times 3 over 11. So 4 here 1, 4 here 3. So that is 10 over 33 for this one. Plus 3 here 1, 3 here 4, 4 here 1, 4 here 1. So that is 2 over 11 for this one. Then 3 here 1, 3 here 4, 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 2. That is 5 over 22. LCM is 66. That's 2. That's 20 plus 12. Then plus 15. So this is 32. This is 47. So that's 47 over 166. That's our answer. So that's the answer for that one. Now for the last one, I believe, yeah, that's the last one. They say that Mary picks balls at random without replacement from the 12 balls, right? When she picks a green ball, she stops. So she picked balls at random from the 12 balls, but when she picks a green, she stops. So the probability that she picks a green ball at a pick n is 21 over 22. 21 over 220. So she find the numbers of the n pick, right? So the same Mary picked balls at random without replacement. So it means that she can either pick, so the pick that she will continue to pick, right, is between red and blue, because if she picks gray, she will drop it down. So it's either she picks red or what? She picks blue. Because if she picks green, she'll drop it down. So that is a total of 9. So it's either she picks red or blue. So let's say if the numbers of pick is 3, it will be red or blue. First time it will be red. Let's just try 3. It will be red or blue. And another red or blue, which is the second time, and green that she picked, that she now dropped. So red or blue is that will be 9 over 12, then times red or blue, because now remember that it has reduced, there's no replacement, so these numbers of red or blue reduced by 1, because it's either that pick red or that pick blue. So that will be 8 over 11, the total to reduce, times the green that they now pick, that they now stop, which is 3 over what? The total reduce, which is 10. If you use this in your calculator, you find out that it is not equals to 21 over 220. Do that in your calculator, you find that it's not equal to that. So let's try number being 4 picks. It will be red or blue, and red or blue second time, and red or blue. Then the fourth time, which is green, which they now stop. It will now be what? 9 over 12 times 8 over 12 times 7 over 12. 9 over 12 times 8 over 11 rather, times 7 over 11, 10. 7 over 10 times the last one, which is 3 over 9. If you do this to your calculator, it will not be equal to what? 21 over 220. But if you try the numbers of pick to be 5, that they pick the green at the 5th pick, so it will be red or blue first one times red or blue second one times red or blue third one, and red or blue fourth one, then they now pick green the 5th one. It will be 9 over 12 times 8 over 11 times 7 over what? 10 times 6 over 9, then times 3 over what? 8. You do this in your calculator, it will give you a total of what? 21 over what? 220. So that is our answer. So our pick is what? 5, and that's how you get your pick as 5. Any question? We can even simplify this. Let's try to simplify this here. 3 can go here 3 times, 3 can go here 4 times, 4 here 1, 4 here 2, right? 2 here 1, 2 here 5, right? 3 here 1, 3 here 3, right? Yeah. 3 here 1, 3 here 2, 2 here 1, 2 here 4. So for the bottom part, I am left with 11 times 5, 11 times 5 times 4, that's 220. Then for the up part, I am left with 3 times 7, and that's 21. So if you simplify it, you see that you have 21 over 220, even if you not use your calculator. So it is, you have to pick 5 times green the 5th time for you to have 21 over 220 as your answer, as your probability. So if you have any question, don't forget to drop your question at the comment section. Thank you and God bless.